Over time, heavy metals can accumulate in your body. They can trigger a host of symptoms and diseases if left unchecked. Fortunately, we are able to detox these metals with some natural remedies and specialty supplements. In this video, I will go over both natural and synthetic supplements that can help the body detox from dangerous heavy metals. So you may wonder, what are heavy metals? Heavy metals are naturally occurring elements within the Earth's crust. They are also made as a byproduct of various industries as waste. A few examples of industries that produce heavy metals in some form include automotive technology, as well as the mining industry, and chemical plants. So, how does exposure happen? How do they get inside you? One way is via air inhalation. The most common way today is by eating contaminated foods. Contaminated water is also a big source of exposure. So, what are the symptoms of heavy metal exposure? Depending on how much exposure has occurred, you may notice some acute symptoms. Several of these acute symptoms of metal poisoning include headaches, nausea, stomach pains, as well as memory and focus problems. Dizzy spells and sleep problems are possible, as well as mood swings. If exposure occurs frequently over a long period of time without detoxing, some more long-term effects include the development of diseases such as the following: cancer, Alzheimer's disease, fibromyalgia, liver failure, and Crohn's disease, to name just a few. Because of the effects heavy metals have on us long-term, it is in our best interest to find supplements to help us detox these metals. Before we look at some of these supplements, let's look at a few specifics of heavy metals. I am going to start with the big four, as they are known. There are roughly 23 known heavy metals. These four are the most toxic to us. These metals are mercury, arsenic, lead, and cadmium. First, let's talk about mercury. Exposure to this metal occurs primarily through our diet. Primarily, this occurs through eating contaminated seafood such as tuna, salmon, shellfish, and swordfish. Other means of mercury exposure can be from certain inoculations, air inhalation from industrial plants, and dental fillings. Our next heavy metal is lead. Exposure to lead occurs in many ways. The primary method of exposure to lead is through our drinking water. A prime example of this is the fiasco in Flint, Michigan. Poorly kept infrastructure or old pipes can easily leak lead into our water supply. Because of this, it is best to filter your home's water. Next on the list is arsenic. Arsenic exposure occurs primarily from contaminated soil. This can be from natural events such as volcanic eruptions that push arsenic out from the Earth's crust. It can also be from industrial waste that has contaminated nearby soil. Cadmium is next on the list. Human exposure to cadmium comes from contaminated soil and water via close proximity to mining ores. Similar to arsenic, it can leak into food and water supplies as well as contaminate the air via vapors. So how do we remove these dangerous metals? The easiest way to remove heavy metals is to eat well and make smart lifestyle choices. You want to avoid highly processed foods, drinking excess alcohol, using tobacco products, and spending too much time in industrial areas if possible. The only way to know if you have any heavy metal accumulation for sure is to visit a doctor. There are some hair mineral testing kits online, but a test at the doctor's office will likely be more accurate. Once you know for sure if heavy metals are to blame for any symptoms you are experiencing, you can decide how you want to detox. Eating specific foods and using herbs are a great start. If you wish to go the medical route, you can engage in chelation therapy. So what can you take to help you chelate or remove these metals naturally? The first supplement on our list is chlorella algae. This green alga is a natural metal binder. This means it will bind to and move metals throughout the blood to get rid of them naturally. This makes chlorella a powerful supplement to detox metals. Mercury in particular is removed well by this little green alga. The second on our list is ethylene diamine tetraacetic acid. EDTA is a medication widely used in chelation therapy to treat heavy metal toxicity. As a bonus, EDTA is also adept at removing calcium building in our veins. While we do need calcium to keep our bones healthy, calcium can deposit with blood clots and cholesterol. Our next metal detox supplement is alpha-lipoic acid. ALA is an antioxidant that helps the body break down carbohydrates for energy. Furthermore, ALA helps is a chelator that helps to remove all four of the most toxic metals. The next on our list is milk thistle. Milk thistle is commonly cited as a supplement that protects the liver. Since it promotes liver function, it is a must-have supplement for a metal detox. Milk thistle promotes resistance to several other problems, such as diabetes and cirrhosis. I hope you have found this information useful. Until next time,